Timeless concepts from Physics Helpline. In this video tutorial, we will discuss a multiple choice question on increasing the range of an emitter using a shunt resistance in parallel to it. The question is as follows. Read the question carefully. The situation is shown in the figure. This is the given emitter. The range of this emitter is 1 ampere and the resistance of this emitter is equal to 0.81 ohms, which means that the galvanometer resistance G and its shunt in parallel produces an equivalent resistance of 0.81 ohms. Now, a shunt resistance S is connected in parallel with the emitter. Due to this, the range of the emitter becomes 10 amperes, means it increases 10 times. Under this condition, we are required to find the value of S. Now for the answer. Resistance of the given emitter is equal to 0.81 ohms. Means G and the shunt, galvanometer resistance and the shunt in parallel produces an equivalent resistance which is equal to 0.81 ohms. Therefore we put resistance of the emitter RA is equal to 0.81 ohms. Range of this emitter is 1 ampere. Therefore we put I1 is equal to 1 ampere because it is the first emitter. Later on we'll come to the second emitter, which means that I1 is equal to 1 ampere. What does it mean? The maximum value of I1 is equal to 1 ampere. When this flows through the emitter, then the current through the galvanometer is such that it produces full-scale deflection. Now, a shunt S is connected in parallel with the emitter. Therefore, we have replaced this G with A because this now is the emitter. The upper branch is the emitter branch and the lower branch is the shunt branch, and together they give the new emitter. So you can see that I1 is the current through the given emitter and I2 is the increased current, increased range of the new emitter. So it is given to us that I2 is equal to 10 amperes. We are required to find the value of S, the shunt resistance. Now at A we can see that I2 is the total current. At A it is divided into two parts, I1 through the given emitter and IS through the shunt S. Therefore, we can write that I2 is equal to I1 plus IS, which gives IS is equal to I2 minus I1. So we write IS is equal to I2 minus I1. Now I2 is equal to 10 amperes and I1 is equal to 1 ampere. Therefore I2 minus I1 is equal to 9 amperes. Therefore we have IS is equal to 9 amperes. Now potential difference across the emitter is equal to current through the emitter, which is I1, and resistance of the emitter, which is RA, is equal to 0.81 ohms. Similarly, potential difference across S is equal to current through the shunt IS multiplied by the shunt resistance S. Therefore, and these two must be equal. Potential difference across the emitter and potential difference across the shunt S must be equal because both are connected between the points A and B. Therefore, we write potential difference between A and B is equal to I1 into RA. I1 is the current through the emitter and Ra is the resistance of the emitter. Therefore, this is the potential difference across the emitter branch, upper branch, which should be equal to Is into S. Is is the current through the shunt multiplied by the shunt resistance, which will give us the potential difference across the shunt. Now we'll put the values. I1 is equal to 1 ampere, so 1 into Ra is equal to 0.81 ohms, which should be equal to Is is equal to 9 amperes multiplied by S. On simplification, this gives S is equal to 0.81 into 1 is 0.81 divided by 9. So which produces 0.09 ohms. Therefore, S is equal to 0.09 ohms, which is the answer to the question. Therefore, the correct option is B. This completes the answer to the question. Thanks for watching. If the video is helpful, then please like, share and subscribe.